What's going on, Libra? Welcome to your reading for mid-October. In this reading, we are going to look at your overall general energy for mid-October. We are going to look at what you don't see coming for mid-October, and then we're also going to get some messages from your angels and spirit guides for mid-October 2021. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, Libra, so if it doesn't resonate for you this time at all, that just means it's a different person's reading who's watching this. But if that's the case, come back next week, because every single week I do post new readings for Libra and all the other signs. So be sure to check all your signs for a full forecast of the mid-October energy. Okay, so let's do 6 major shuffles here for Libra people, and let's see what's going on. As always, I want to thank the angels, spirit guides, interdimensional beings who are working with us right now. Thank you so much for letting this act of divination flow synchronistically and accurately for the Libras. What is going on? Mid-October, Libra. Messages for Libra mid-October. Messages for Libra mid-October. Two more here. Messages for Libra mid-October. Messages for Libra mid-October. All right, let's see what's going on, guys. All right, so we're going to clarify all these cards as we move on to get a deeper read, but let's start off with your overall energy. We have the Trust card here. We have the Past Lives card. We also have the Schizophrenia card. So I see that you guys are kind of, you have a big decision on your hands here. There's something that you're kind of split on, Libra, where it's almost like you don't know what to do. This could have to do with wherever you want to live in the world. I'm getting that for some of you. This could have to do with whether or not you want to stay in a relationship or leave. Okay, but whatever this decision has to do with, it is a big issue. I feel like the Past Lives card is coming out for a reason for mid-October. You may be encountering souls who you have had past life relationships with. And it's almost like you're kind of deciding, do you want to go down that route of that soul contract and explore that or not? You also have the Trust card here. So there's something about trusting that whatever decision that you ultimately make here in mid-October is going to be the right decision. Because I feel like the reason it's such a hard decision to make is because this is a past life issue. So for some of you, it's going to manifest in terms of a relationship decision. For others, it could have to do with your higher purpose and your career. And I would always say, if you're in a hard space where you don't know what you want to do and you're kind of like really stuck between two places or multiple different places, decisions that you have to make, that's actually a good thing, Libra, because if something was a really easy decision and you didn't have to like really dive deep into this trust and just go with the flow, and it was like so easy for you to trust something, then it would probably indicate that it wasn't that important to you. Okay, I feel like whatever you're trying to like go back and forth between here, the reason it's so hard is because this is a pattern that's been woven into your soul. So this is not something that should be taken lightly. So don't beat yourself up, I would say, first off, for having this sort of indecision. I feel like it's justified. And I don't always say that for that card, right? Sometimes it's like you gotta go. This is justified. We're gonna clarify those in a second. What you don't see coming, we have the Tuning In card here. I see you kind of icing people out, like trusting what you know you need to do. You have the Dream card, and you also have the Fighting card here. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, this comes down to like kind of like what you really want in life. See how this girl is like staring off into this picture. This represents like your ideal reality. Okay, for what you don't see coming though, I feel like there's going to be some sort of realization that maybe this fantasy is not ever going to make you as happy as you once thought it would. Okay, and I feel like the past life card is almost shifting you into a different direction for whatever this dream is. Like whatever your big dream is, I kind of sense like a shift in your fate here, Libra, a little bit. It's almost like you're going on to a much different lifeline than you once thought you were going to go on. So like, in other words, the idea that you laid out in your mind is represented by this. So you're almost like fighting with yourself because you thought you wanted this for a long time. This is for what you don't see coming. I see you like fighting your old dream. So this is like an old thing that you wanted to manifest that hasn't manifested yet, but I almost see you like giving up on something here and then going for a new thing that's more exciting to you. But some of you may have a definition in your mind where it's like, no, I have to complete what I started here. But that's where the tuning in card comes in and say, no, I have to ice out that. Okay, so that's just what's coming through, what I see, what I sense. We're going to clarify in a sec. Then the message from your spirit guides, Libra, what they're encouraging you to do. They want you to start something new here with this Fool card. Okay, so this is the twist in fate that I'm sensing. It's almost like you've been on a path for such a long time. You know it's going to be different than how you wanted it to be. You also have the awareness card. So your spirit guides are saying, burn away all of the fighting, right? These cards are intimately linked for your reading right now. I can feel it, where it's like you don't want to admit to yourself the new thing that you want, and you're almost like a little bit attached to this old thing with the Mind card, because I think this old thing is something that people can relate to. Like, let's say your family, let's say your close friends, let's say society kind of views you. It's almost like you've shown the world who you are, right? This is who I am. And sometimes when you have to shift that, you really overthink it. And so it's funny, in this one row right here, because I read vertically as well, you have the schizophrenia card, you have the fighting card, and you have the mind. So whatever this decision is that you're trying to make, you're definitely fighting with yourself over it. Your spirit guides are saying, sink into the body, sink into your being, get out of your head. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear that message. And then it's funny as well with this other row on the opposite end of the spectrum. This usually represents more of your soul row for me, as the way that I read. The cards that are coming through on this row, you have the past lives card, you have the tuning in, and then you have the Fool. So this row represents this new avenue that most likely has to do with a past life situation that is calling you. Okay, it's probably something that you are good at that maybe you're scared to do because you've been doing something else for so long. Okay, I always say that we start off where we left off from. So there's some sort of past life talent or inclination or something that your soul wanted to explore in this life again, but it may just be a little bit inconvenient for you, and that's why it's maybe not for you, for the ego, by the way. It's inconvenient for the ego, so that's why you have this trust and the schizophrenia. You're stuck, right? You're stuck in this feeling of like, the feeling that I'm getting is like, what do I really want? You're trying to figure out what you really want. But underneath all of this, there's a deep awareness of what you really want. There really is. It's like you know, but sometimes you fight with yourself about that knowing. So we're going to clarify that and really dive deep into this reading now. First card that I want to clarify is, why is this past lives card coming out? It's funny, I tried to do this reading a few minutes ago, and sometimes I tap into the flow, other times I don't. Nothing came through, but this past lives card was in the same position. So that's how you know this is very real right now. Why is this past lives card here for the Libra people? Let's see. Why is the past lives card here for the Libra people? I feel like there's a certain lifeline you got to walk away from. It's very scary to do that, of course, though. And it has to do with a major soul purpose, which doesn't make it any easier. But it will once you take the leap. But hold on, I'm going to shut up. Why is this past lives card here for Libra? Could have to do with a past life relationship. The past lives card is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So what I'm getting is this has to do with you being a leader in your own life. This has to do with your own really embodying your highest frequency. So it's almost like you've been on a path for a long time that is authentic to you. No doubt about it. It was a necessary part of your journey. But the past lives card with the Queen of Cups, some of you may be meeting someone, a divine counterpart, a soul contract who is embodied by this Queen of Cups. It could be a mentor, it could be a lover, it could be a pet, right? It doesn't have to be crazy. For others of you, though, this is you, and it's tapping into that past life frequency and embodying that. Some of you, I feel, have been in the fire energy, or more so focused on something that doesn't have to do with this new thing coming in. It's almost like it's very similar, but it's a different frequency. I hope that makes sense. Let's clarify this schizophrenia card here with everything I'm saying. Why is that schizophrenia card here for Libra in mid-October? Why is this schizophrenia card here for Libra in mid-October? Why is this schizophrenia card here for Libra in mid-October? We have the Three of Wands. Okay, the Three of Wands here to clarify the schizophrenia card. So there could be something about you being in a very strong position right now, that you're already in a strong position, Libra. Like I said, I feel like the feeling is you've already accomplished something for a lot of you. And so it's like, why would I want to give this position up? Well, the reason you want to give that position up is because you're following the inclination of your soul, right? And this could be on a micro level of your position of feeling like other people want you. Maybe it's extending to your hand to someone who you really want in a relationship, that you know, if I make the decision, if I take the leap of faith, it's going to disrupt my feeling of I'm looking out into the future in a strong position. The truth is it's not, though. I feel like who I'm reading for right now, you guys are like someone who can bounce back very easily. I feel like you're definitely an old soul with this past lives card. You've done this a lot, and you have lessons, you have divine wisdom within you that you can tap into with this new adventure, with this new venture. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Let's clarify this trust card. I feel like this is the part of you that really knows it's time. Okay, so let's see. Why is this trust card here? You have the Ace of Wands, new creativity. Why is the trust card in the overall energy for Libra? Why is the trust card here in the overall energy for Libra? Ooh, we have the Empress card here. So this is you guys knowing that you're abundant either way. Okay, the Empress card is all about abundance. And really, this is you're pregnant with something. So for some of you, this could have to do with having a child with someone that you're like, almost like, do I want to have this kid or not? Libra. For others of you, though, I really do sense that you know you're abundant, and it's almost like you know you can create your reality because you already have up until this point. So it's like almost like the feeling is, you know, there's been a lot of ultra successful people who, when they get to a certain point of success, they willingly donate all of their money to a charity, or they gamble it away on purpose, because when they go back to that level 1 frequency where they have to do it all over again, it invigorates them. So there's something about stagnancy that you want to get out of, and you know you can create it, right? So you just have to get out of this other row of mind fighting with yourself. I really feel like it's like a minor issue, right? So you guys are, I'm getting a very strong feeling from this reading. Let's go ahead and clarify, this is what you don't see coming, Libra. Let's clarify this tuning in card, because I feel like this is when you really have to go within yourself, and really, you're the only one who knows the answer to what this is. This past lives, you're the one who knows what that is. Okay, I can clarify it all day, but ultimately, when you're dealing with specific people, you know what it is. What is the tuning in card here for? I feel like this is an unexpected sense of peace and like, oh my God, yeah, I'm doing this. Hold on. What is this tuning in card doing here for Libra? Excuse me. Ooh, okay, the tuning in card is clarified by the King of Swords. the King of Swords. So I feel like for you, you're not having for what you don't see coming right now, you might be having an issue with boundaries. So this is you. And these are all the voices. This is your dad. This is your cousin. This is your grandma, your friend, the random person who tells you, no, you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, or whatever it is. I mean, it's not a person, it's a voice in your head. This is you icing that out. King of Swords, this is you saying, no, listen, I know how to tune into spirit. Spirit's telling me there's something about a past life relationship or a life path. I'm going to go down it. I'm not going to let these people get in my head. So that's an unexpected thing that you didn't see coming. So I feel like maybe you're going to have an unexpected sense of confidence, an unexpected sense of discipline that you can really do what you want to do. That's super powerful. This is kind of like the one wild card of your reading, though, that I kind of am a split on. This is called the Dream card. It could suggest you're a little bit too focused on like a fantasy life. But let's see, why is this the centerpiece to your reading? Because this is right smack in the middle of what you don't see coming. It's almost like the feeling you have to be careful is what I'm getting. It's coming through strong for a lot of you. When you go on this new path, there's going to be it's this feeling like you're still chasing. So for what you don't see coming, it's very clear actually. It's like, yes, you're going to be able to ice people out and start at least planting seeds for this new path, whether it be a person or whatever for this past life journey. Then the issue is you may just find yourself still spinning the rabbit hole and not really enjoying your life now. So in other words, you have to make sure that this past life new thing that you're going for isn't just another thing to fill your mind up with content. I don't think it is though, but you have to be aware that can happen. Right? It's like for me, even like I've had a lot of success on the app called TikTok, and it's helped me change my life and build a business and support myself. And although I know like I've been teaching spirituality for a long time. So this was a past life contract, but at the same time, what does that do for me? Sometimes it causes me to go into this frequency of like, oh my God, I always want more. I always want better. Sometimes you have to accept your life now, but I don't know. I'm going to stop talking. Why is this Dream card here for Libra? Why is it here? Two more. Why is this Dream card here for Libra? Why is this Dream card here for Libra? Okay, yeah, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so, I feel like for what you don't see coming, this could be like the dream that you once had, you're leaving behind. So this is you. This is the dream, like whatever you wanted to manifest based on the lifeline that you're now on. I feel like you have to leave that behind now and go into the unknown. So the feeling, remember, the schizophrenia card was clarified by the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is all about being in a strong position, manifesting your future. And so what you're leaving behind is something that you know you were going to get. Okay? So that's why it's so scary, but it's almost like you have this cosmic duty that you have to go into a new direction, and yet nothing is promised, but you're the Empress with the Trust card. Remember that. Okay, so I'm reading this how I'm reading. Hopefully it resonates. Let's clarify this Fighting card as well. This is for what you don't see coming. Why is this Fighting card here for Libra? Why is this Fighting card here for Libra? Why is this Fighting card here for Libra? The Fighting card is clarified by the Lovers card, guys. The Lovers. Okay, so for some of you, this is I feel like you're not wanting to give up what you love. For some of you, you could be in a relationship, a lover that you know that maybe you have to move on from, that you're fighting with yourself about it. For others of you, though, you know, this Lovers card clarified by the fighting, I feel like on a certain level, you already love what you have. And so moving into this new past life thing is a little bit scary, you know? Leaving behind this dream of what you know that you love is scary. Also, this could be fighting with yourself, though, over a lover, like over a new person, Libra. So with this past life card and the schizophrenia, I think some of you have someone on your mind, right, with this dream card that you know is a lover, a past life relationship, and you're not really sure if you want to, like, give them a chance. Or if you're in a relationship, you don't know if you want to really give it your all to make it work. Okay, so that's very understandable. Okay, and for some of you, it's about making a past life love relationship happen. Okay, and maybe you don't want to get off the path that you're on because you feel maybe that will threaten that. Okay, I don't know, but that's just what I'm picking up. Okay, so I understand the place you're in. It's a very powerful place, but it's like you're trying to, like, grab at something that isn't really real. It's real, but it's not real in the way that you're making it to be. A lot of times when you give something too much importance, energetically speaking, it creates inhomogeneity in your energy field. So it's almost like whatever it is that you want, just go about it as if you're going to go to the store to get a newspaper. It's like, you know, the store exists, you know the newspaper already exists. You make your decision, you go and you get it. If you're like, imagine I was going to the 7-Eleven or a deli to get a newspaper, and I was like, I'm going to get the newspaper. I'm going to get the newspaper. That energy, I'd probably get into a car accident on my way there. So that's kind of like the frequency I'm getting for you, where it's like you have to take whatever it is you want to do, even if it's a new past life thing, a thing that you already got going, off the pedestal, okay? And then let's finally go on to the messages from your spirit guides. Once again, there's a very painful realization that your spirit guides want you to dive deep into, because they're saying that everything that's getting burned off is fake. The only real thing is this cool, calm figure who is one with life, who has intuition running at its height with the Fool card. Okay, so you don't want to, like, I feel like you guys are stuck in a situation where you're living, like, for your ego. You gotta ice it out. Just, like, go for what you really want, okay? Let's clarify that awareness card, though. Why is this awareness card? I think it has to do with whatever this past life issue is. Why is this awareness card here for Libra? This is the message from your spirit guide. So they're saying go into something deeper than you have. Maybe sink into the realization that something has run its course. Let's see. Oh, Lord. Yeah, okay, this card keeps popping up. Four of Cups, clarified by the awareness, clarified by Four of Cups. So it's like the universe wants to give you something, okay, past life, new talent, relationship, that you're just kind of like, you're sitting on, because you're too attached to the old thing that you thought you wanted. Okay, so your spirit guides want you to say, you have to admit to what the universe is trying to give you. And a lot of times your life doesn't make sense. It's like almost what you're dealing with is like your logical mind is trying to make sense of your life. And this new shift may not fit into the timeline of how you thought your life should go. Okay, maybe there's a sacrifice that you have to make. It's not going to be easy to let this thing in. That it's almost destined to come to you, honestly. Lover, could be a past life lover. Destiny. Very painful though, because it's almost like there's something blocking it, but it's meant to happen. Okay, let's also clarify this Fool card. This is your spirit guides encouraging you to jump into the new. Take the first baby step towards whatever it is that you feel you need to do. Why is this Fool card here for Libra? Oh, Lord, guys. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Yo! Four of Cups, Lovers. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, this is getting juicy, Libra. Four of Cups, Lovers, 10 of Pentacles for the Fool. So this new thing this new person, this new avenue, this is you're still indifferent to it, or maybe you are doubting it's possible. This is going to change your life forever. This could be a relationship or a different career path. But this is what the past life thing is about, guys. It really probably does have to do with something that you love to do or a lover. It's going to lead to long-term success. But for some reason, you're not doing it yet. Maybe you're not extending your hand, right? You're not extending your hand to this person that you really want. You're not letting this person extend their hand to you. But you got to do it. This is what your spirit guides want. And if you go against the knowledge of your spirit guides, you can do that, by the way. They're not trying to mess with your free will. The only reason you're getting information from your spirit guides right now is because we invited them in. Your spirit guides don't care what you do. Of course, they're here to make you achieve whatever you set up to achieve in this life. But if you don't achieve it, it's not like when you die, they're going to be upset with you. They're not. That's not their job. They're interested in expansion. They're not perfect beings either. A lot of times we have misconceptions. We think our spirit guides are perfect. They're not. They're just higher dimensional beings that also have their own experience of consciousness. So the final card to clarify here is the Mind card. Okay, let's just see why did your spirit guides put that there for Libra? I feel like it has to do with that awareness because it just jumped onto that card. Okay, so it's like you're reluctant to like put in the spiritual work. Right? It's like you just want to sit and watch Netflix and like just take the easy route here. And I sorry if I'm like dramatic, you know, it's just sometimes how I am. All right, why is this Mind card here for Libra? Right? Don't take life so seriously, but definitely listen to this message. Last one, why is this Mind card here for Libra? Yeah, okay, the Mind card is clarified by the Six of Swords. So I feel like whatever you're attaching to, your mental, like your identity of yourself, like you got to go. It's time to heal and move on from that experience. So your healing lies on the other side of this awareness. And that awareness is what's going to propel you to get up and leave a certain situation. And it may not be a physical travel. It could be. Okay, but this really just represents getting out of the mind. Your spirit guides, it's really a clear message. I don't need to overthink this one, just like you don't need to overthink anything or the situation. Your spirit guides are saying you're in the mind. They want you to get out. Okay, this is the boat going away from the mind here. Okay, so act on your heart. It's not always good to do that, but in this position, it is for you. Okay, and what would be good advice for one person would be bad advice for another person. I think you don't want to overthink this. You want to trust what your soul is saying. You have a magical life that you set up before this life. The question is, are you going to attack that or not attack it? But like, are you going to make it happen? Or are you just going to live a life that is fun, but not really magical as it could be? I don't know, Libra. All right, so appreciate every single one of you guys who are here. If you made it this far into the video and would like to schedule a personal reading with me, click the link in the description box below. I'm now offering same-day readings, so it's super fast. You'll get your reading within 24 hours. Other than that, I appreciate all you guys. Drop a like, do all the good stuff. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.